the subprime market leading to collapse of institutions in America had not taken place, even then, at least in steel sector, a certain amount of downturn was going to come. 10 years back, there was a similar situation in the steel sector. By recession, by downturn, in fact, one of the proud companies of India, SAIL, in 2002, almost became sick. Almost it was about to refer to BI. But those times, in those times, since 2000 to 2004, what SAIL did, being a government company, being having problems of a government company as such, what they did is exemplary. And because of those initiatives in those 4 years, 2000 to 2004, they did not face so much crisis in the present times. In fact, many of the public sector undertakings, they stood tall because they have already gone through a serious process of internal discipline, manpower rationalization, improvement of internal processes in the period of last recessionary cycle in 2000 to 2004. And they didn't face so much problem in the present crisis. Now, the crisis that we face today, global crisis, Indian crisis, how far it is going to end, when it is going to end, hopefully it is going to end, but how much time to take for effects to wear off is a matter of debate. But this crisis has created a lot of problems for us, a lot of problems for economists, a lot of problems for market fundamentalists. Because we have certain presumptions when we look at markets and economics. And two basic presumptions are that human beings are capable of making rational decisions. We presume. And second presumption is that markets and institutions in the aggregate are healthy and self-regulating. Now both these basic presumptions, whether it's in economics or markets or similar disciplines, you find a problem. These two articles of faith perhaps have collapsed. We can no longer say that markets are self-regulating. We can no longer say that human beings are capable of making rational decisions in economics. So we have to find out new fundamentals. In fact, we have been talking too much about market fundamentalism. Joseph Stiglitz, the Nobel Prize winning economist, who was part of the American administration, part of World Bank, also an economist in his own right, he has predicted the global financial crisis signals end of market fundamentalism. In fact, he went to the extent of saying it is fall of Wall Street in September 2008, last year. The fall of Wall Street is to market fundamentalism. What fall of Berlin Wall was to communism. That means market fundamentalism is not going to decide things anymore. What will? Well, let us wait for the pundits and economists to come up with new theories. But we have to face the crisis. And in the crisis, the attitude matters. Whether you survive or perish. It depends upon what you want. Attitude is going to depend and decide whether you see this crisis as an opportunity to do things differently, better, or just become dejected, frustrated, and then let things drift as they are. I think you have to stand up, be bold, confident, have the right attitude of seeing this as an opportunity rather than a threat. Time to invest on skills, time to invest on human development, time to invest on professional development. And leaders have to also, in HR, I'm not an HR professional, but sometimes we tend to talk of managers. Managers should do this and do that. What about leaders? Leaders, I don't mean only CEO. The leaders in every areas, wings, departments, they are leaders. The leaders should ask questions themselves. Are we good leaders or bad leaders? Do we lack the energy and enthusiasm? Do we accept our own mediocre performance? Do we have a clear vision and a clear direction? The leader has to ask himself. And leaders are many, not only CEO, but many. Do we have a good judgment of people? Do we collaborate? Do we walk the talk, which is was telling this now? Do we resist new ideas or learn from mistakes? And do we fail to develop others? Now, when things are okay, you can continue to have a good, poor leadership. Things are okay. Doesn't matter. Poor leadership can continue. But when things are bad, the poor leadership comes out very clearly. That is the first thing we must attempt to in a crisis. And crisis is not the first time or last time it will come. We have to keep ourselves prepared. You have to have developed your own strategy. Every company has to decide what should be their strategy. Maruti, what example? It may be different in different companies. Internally, you have to do exercise as to what should be the strategy. In a crisis, I go beyond recession. It's a crisis. And recession being one of the crises. You build your own contingency plans. Search for alternate markets to absorb the supply. Strengthen your supply chain. See cost of purchase and cycle times. Okay. Well, the organizer has given me 5 minutes more longer to continue because I will fill up the gap. Somebody is coming. Good. Whether I like it or not, I will continue and fill up the gap. Well, employees, your HR people, you don't have to told the meaning of employees. Try to save jobs because they are yours. Those are loyal to you. Try to help them because they must be felt, given to feel that they are useful and very important of your organization. Tell them, communicate. In fact, if you don't communicate, you are finished in a crisis. You must tell them their own role. You must tell them the problems of the company and just not let rumors among them to spread. And then you have bigger problems. It is said in a crisis, in a recession, cash is king. Maintain cash ready. If you have a very good company, but if you don't have good cash flow, you are finished. KPMG has given 3-4 approach for the crisis. See everything from cash flow point of view, whether process or policy or people. Examine all from a cash flow point of view. Your image in the market counts a lot. We have heard about corporate social responsibility. People tend to think it's more of a fashion. You'll be surprised to know, in the global financial crisis, corporate social responsibility has become very important, even the companies who are facing crisis. Because this is the way they can project themselves as the groups who matter for the customers, for the employees, and for the market. In fact, there is a study which has shown that more and more taken to CSR than what they did in the normal business. This is going to be an issue which companies have to think of in their business strategy. There's a very interesting article, very beautiful paper in Harvard Business Review. I must quote. Now they say it's innovation in turbulent times. Now it says that when times are bad, you give up. You are disillusioned. Nothing will happen, you are finished. But the paper says no, it is time to innovate. In fact, they give a beautiful example of the fashion industry. The fashion industry is perhaps the most competitive industry one can think of. Every season, they must bring out new products. If they don't bring out new products every season, they are finished. What is the watchword? What is the mantra? Innovation. Innovation, innovation, innovation. Otherwise, they are finished. In fact, the paper beautifully says that we have what is called the left brain managers and the right brain managers. There is no sharp line of demarcation. Everybody is part left brain, part right brain. You know, one brain is creative, other one is scientific, analytical, commercial. Those creative, commercial parts of the brain, there is no straight line. All are mixed up. But suppose you have demarcation of managers who are creative and commercial. Try to combine the two. Give chance to the creative people to innovate in turbulent times. And the combination is such that creative people, they start and they don't know where to start. And commercial people, they don't know where to start. If you combine creative commercial managers together in turbulent times and innovate, I think your company can do much better. With these words, I once again wish this DMA IBA interaction great success, and I'm sure all of you will benefit greatly. Thank you.
We'd now like to invite our guest of honor, Mr. Sudhir K. Sinha, Country Head CSR and RRR ArcelorMittal, to please come up on the dais and say a few words.
I'm sorry for the delay. Good morning. Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First, my apologies because I was running late and I'm late today. But it's a great pleasure and honor for me to be here this morning with you. And I thank Dr. Ekta Saxena, who contacted me yesterday only, afternoon. And then she didn't give me any options to say no to her. She said, you have to be here, and that's how I'm here. I was Mr. Siddiqui, and Mr. Jan, Dr. Rath, and all participants. You see, of course, this is a conclave on HR, and I'm a person through and through, actually. I have been associated with corporate social responsibility. My journey of over 25 years in companies, NGOs, only dealt with CSR issues. I was listening to Dr. Rath very briefly. In fact, he was making remarks on corporate social responsibility, which is a buzzword. And I do believe that there is a proverb that CSR minus HR is PR. You may be knowing. Anyway, so I've been a campaigner. Now I consider myself as CSR campaigner. And when I say that CSR campaigner, in my organizations actually is not taken rightly, because in his word, I have the left brain. Because the role of CSR champion in any organization has to be majorly challenging the management on the practices. The practices for which the organization is known for or will be known for in future, and that's how the sustainability will come. So anyway, I move on from here and take my comfort to share something with you as to how CSR is aligned with HR. Because every time I have also faced the same difficulty, whenever in fact I have tried to push the core CSR issues in the organization, I have I have come across the problem with HR. HR always feels that it is a sort of interference and unnecessary, poking the nose into HR issues. But as I told you in the beginning, that CSR minus HR is only PR, and that's what actually I'm trying to convince the management and